Thank you so much to Ben and Michael Kramer, to Chef Frenchie, and to our amazing Shabbat team for an incredible ECLC Live hour. And a big thank you to the Snyders for sponsoring that hour. Simon and Ellen Snyder, we appreciate that so much. Now we bring to you 4 incredible different story times, read to you by teachers Corey Morseri, Judy Galkin, Haley Levy, and Katie Torres, and sponsored by a myriad of families and our very own PAC. So please enjoy. If your little ones are getting ready for bed, we really encourage you to put this on and let them fall asleep to the voices of some of our most amazing educators.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Mosseri. I've been at the JCC for 24 years now, and I've read many books to a lot of children. Tonight, we're going to read Little P, and it is written by Amy Krauss Rosenthal, illustrated by Jen Koras. Little P. This is the story of Little P, Mama P, and Papa P. Little P was a happy little guy. He liked to do a lot of things. He liked rolling down the hills, for example, super duper fast. He liked hanging out with his P pals, playing hopscotch and swinging. He liked it when Papa P came home at the end of the day. Papa P would fling Little P off of a spoon, high into the air, and Little P would scream, "Again, again!" At bedtime, Little P very much liked snuggling with Mama P and hearing stories about what Mama P was like when she was a Little P. But there was one thing that Little P did not like. Candy. That's what you have to eat for dinner every night when you're a P. Candy, candy, candy. On Monday, he ate red candy. On Tuesday, he ate orange candy. On Wednesday, it was yellow candy. On Thursday, purple and pink polka-dotted candy. On Friday, striped candy. On Saturday, swirly candy. And on Sunday, it was a special rainbow candy. Little P didn't like any of it. If you want to grow up to be a big, strong P, you have to eat your candy, Papa P would say. And if you don't finish your candy, then you can't have dessert, Mama P would say. How many pieces do I have to eat? Eat 5 pieces and then you can have your dessert. 5 pieces? He whined. 5 pieces, they chimed. 1, yuck. 2, blech. 3, blech. 4, blech. 5 pieces of candy. Now can I have my dessert? Yes, now you can have dessert, said Mama P and Papa P. Little P couldn't wait to see what it was. Spinach, squealed Little P, my favorite. Little P licked his dessert plate clean. Yum, yum, extra yum. And they lived happily ever after. Here's another wonderful story called Shh, Don't Wake the Bear by Steve Smallman and Caroline Pedler. It was spring party day, the best day of the year. So why were the animals trembling with fear? They heard growling noises and crept up to see a huge bear asleep in the old hollow tree. Oh no, they all cried, but our party's today. How can we get ready with him in the way? I'll wake him up, cried a little brown hare. No, no, they all whispered, please don't wake the bear. Bears, Badger said, are enormous and hairy. If you wake them up, they get angry and scary. We'll still have our party though, if we take care. Be quiet as mice so we don't wake the bear. So they tippy-toed off without making a peep to get party things while the bear was asleep. And the ants carried wibbling, wobbling stacks of dishes and saucers and cups on their back. Badger brought in a huge, yummy dessert. Then he tripped and it fell with a splat in the dirt. The bear stretched and grumbled, which gave them a scare. Shh, they all whispered, please don't wake the bear. The lanterns were carefully hung in the trees. The mice tied up ribbons and danced in the breeze. They brought in the very last blueberry tart, and their party now was almost ready to start. Then Hare cried, there's only one thing left to do. And he grabbed a balloon, and he blew, and he blew, and he blew, and he blew, till the others cried, stop! If it gets any bigger, it's going to pop. The bear stretched and groaned, and they all held their breath. Then his eyes flickered open and scared them to death. Run, run and hide, they all cried in despair. Now we're in trouble. We've woken the bear. Who dares wake me up? Growled the bear angrily. Hare said in a small, shaky voice, it was me. Our party's going to start very soon. I was trying to help, but I popped my balloon. A party? Cried Bear with a grin. Could it be? A big surprise party, especially for me? Oh, thank you for waking me up, little bunny. I'll come to your party and I'll bring you some honey. And even though the bear was enormous and hairy, they found he was great fun and not a bit scary. He danced and he partied with everyone there. And they all cheered, hooray, for our new friend the bear. And there's the honey jar.
Whenever you're ready.
Here's another great story called The Wide-Mouthed Frog. And this is a pop-up book by Keith Faulkner and pictures by Jonathan Lambert. The frog is winking. Can you close one eye and see if you can wink? I am a wide-mouthed frog and I eat flies, said the wide-mouthed frog, shooting out his long, sticky tongue. As he hopped along, he met a blue feathered bird. I'm a wide-mouthed frog and I eat flies, said the wide-mouthed frog. What do you eat, little bluebird? I eat wriggly worms and slugs, replied the bird, snapping his pointy beak. Next, the wide-mouthed frog met a furry brown mouse. I'm a wide-mouthed frog and I eat flies, said the wide-mouthed frog. What do you eat, little mouse? I eat crunchy seeds and juicy berries, replied the mouse, wiggling her whiskers. The wide-mouthed frog was still catching flies when he saw a big green alligator. "I am a wide-mouthed frog and I eat flies," said the wide-mouthed frog. "What do you eat, alligator?" "I eat delicious wide-mouthed frogs," replied the alligator, "just like you," showing his sharp white teeth. The wide-mouthed frog stopped catching flies and he gulped. Then he puckered up his lips and he made his mouth really small. "Oh," he said, "you don't see a lot of these around here, do you?" And he leaped into the pond with a splash. So he got away from the alligator. He was safe.
Hi guys, this is Miss Judy, ready to read you a bedtime story. This one is called Thank You for Me. Before I close my eyes at night and drift into my dreams, I give thanks for the blessings in my life, for the people who care for me. Thank you for my family. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for the earth and sea. Thank you for the trees and the air I breathe. Thank you, God, for me. When I open my eyes to the new daylight, before I rise and start my day, see, he's waking up. I give thanks for the music and love in my life, for the freedom I have to say. Thank you for my hope. Thank you for my heart. Thank you for the strength to know wrong from right. And thank you for the faith I have in myself. Thank you, God, for me. Sweet dreams, guys. I have a bedtime story for you. This book is called Good Night, Little One, and it's by Margaret Wise Brown. Did you ever read Good Night, Moon? Did you hear that story? She wrote this story too. Good night, little one. Little donkey on the hill, standing there so very still, making faces at the skies. Little donkey, close your eyes. Little monkey in the tree, swinging there so merrily, throwing coconuts at the skies. Little monkey, close your eyes. Silly sheep that slowly crop, night has come and you must stop. Chewing grass beneath the skies, silly sheep, now close your eyes. Little pig that squeals about, make no noises with your snout, no more squealing to the skies. Little pig, now close your eyes. Wild young birds that sweetly sing, curve your heads beneath your wing. Dark night covers all the skies. Wild young birds, now close your eyes. Old black cat down in the barn, keeping 5 small kittens warm. Let the wind blow in the skies. Dear old black cat, close your eyes. Little child all tucked in bed, looking such a sleepyhead. Stars are quiet in the skies. Little child, now close your eyes. Are your eyes getting sleepy, guys? That's the end of my story. Can you give me a high five and a kiss and knocks? Night-night. Hello, Miss Judy reading a story for you. Ready for your sweet dreams after this book? Here we go. Good night, little blue truck. I'm gonna take the cover off so I don't rip it. Good night, little blue truck. Bumpity bump, down the road came little blue truck with good friend Toad. Thunder crashing, lightning flashing, two good friends were homeward dashing. See the rain coming down, guys? Maybe a storm. Such a wet and stormy night. Yep. Their warm garage was a welcome sight. In they went and shut the door. But it wasn't very long before... "Ma," said Goat. "Please, little Blue, can I come in here with Toad and you?" "What?" said Hen. "It's wet outside. I need a nice safe place to hide." "Honk," said Goose. "Don't care for lightning, stormy nights, and a little bit frightening." "Moo," said Cow. "Can I come in too? I feel safer here with you." "Quack," said Duck. "That's quite a crowd. Can I squeeze in? Are ducks allowed?" "Oink," said Pig. "Is there room for me? I'm cold and wet as I can be." "Beep, beep, beep," said little blue truck. "There's room for you and you and you. Everybody gather round. Thunder's such a grumbly sound." Clouds bump and tumble in the sky, but here inside we're warm and dry. And all the thirsty plants below will get a drink to help them grow. Close to Blue, over and under, they listen to the rain and the thunder. Duck said loud as he could quack it, "Thunder's such a noisy racket." "Boom," said Goat. "It isn't scary." I was not afraid. Not very. "Just a noise," said Pig. "No wonder. I'm not scared of a little thunder." After a while the clouds blew on. The night was still. The storm was gone. Goat said, "We feel better, Blue. It's easy to be brave with you." Pig said, "I feel sleepy now. Let's all head for home," said Cow. "Beep," said Blue. "Just hop inside. All aboard for the bedtime ride." The rain had stopped, and way up high, the moon was a smile in the starry sky. You see it, guys? Good night, Pig. Here's your pen. Good night, Duck. Good night, Hen. They're all getting out. Good night, Goat. You're home now. Good night, Goose. Good night, Cow. Horn went beep, engine purred, friendliest sound you've ever heard. Blue and Toad drove home together, two good friends in any weather. Night-night, guys.
Go.
Hi guys, I'm Miss Haley and tonight we're going to be reading How Does a Dinosaur Say Good Night? How does a dinosaur say good night when Papa comes in to turn off the light? Does a dinosaur slam his tail and pout? Does he throw his teddy all about? Does a dinosaur stomp his feet on the floor and shout, "I want to hear one book more"? Does a dinosaur roar? How does a dinosaur say goodnight when Mama comes in to turn off the light? Does he swing his neck from side to side? Does he up and demand a piggyback ride? Does he mope? Does he moan? Does he sulk? Does he sigh? Does he fall on the top of his covers and cry? Ooh-hoo-hoo. No, dinosaurs don't. They don't even try. They give a big kiss. Mwah! They turn out the light. They tuck in their tails. They whisper good night. They give a big hug and then give one kiss more. Good night, little dinosaur. The end.
Go.
Hi friends, I'm Miss Katie and I'm from room B and I'm here to read you a couple bedtime stories. First we're going to read The Kissing Hand. Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried. I don't want to go to school, he told his mother. I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends and play with my toys and read my books and swing on my swing. Please, may I stay home with you? Miss Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled him on the ear. Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to, she told him gently, even if they seem strange and scary at first. But you will love school once you start. You'll make new friends and play with toys, read new books and swing on new swings. Besides, she added, I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and cozy as your days at home. Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. A secret? What kind of secret? A very old secret, said Miss Raccoon. I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers. It's called the kissing hand. The kissing hand? Asked Chester. What's that? I'll show you. Miss Raccoon took Chester's left hand and spread open his tiny fingers into a fan. Leaning forward, she kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand up his arm and into his heart. Even his silky black mask tingled with a special warmth. Miss Raccoon smiled. Now, she told Chester, whenever you feel lonely and need a little loving from home, just press your hand to your cheek and think, Mommy loves you, Mommy loves you. And that very kiss will jump to your face and fill you with toasty warm thoughts. She took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his finger around the kiss. Now, do be careful not to lose it, she teased him. But don't worry, when you open your hand and wash your food, I promise the kiss will stick. Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to school. That night, Chester stood in front of his school and looked thoughtful. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and grinned. Give me your hand, he told her. Chester took his mother's hand in his own and unfolded her large, familiar fingers into a fan. Next, he leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand. Now you have a kissing hand too, he told her. With a gentle goodbye and I love you, Chester turned and danced away. Miss Raccoon watched Chester scamper across a tree limb and enter school. And as the hoot owl rang in the new school year, she pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. Chester loves you, it sang. Chester loves you. The end.
Go.
Hi friends, I'm Miss Katie from Room B and I'm going to read you a bedtime story. Guess how much I love you. Little nut brown hare, who was going to bed, held on tight to big nut brown down's hair, very long ears. He wanted to be sure that Big Nut Brown Hare was listening. Guess how much I love you, he said. Oh, I don't think I could guess that, said Big Nut Brown Hare. This much, said Little Nut Brown Hare, stretching out his arms as wide as they could go. Big Nut Brown Hare had even longer arms. But I love you this much, he said. That is a lot, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I love you as high as I can reach, said Little Nut Brown Hare. I love you as high as I can reach, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That is very high, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I had arms like that. Then Little Nut Brown Hare had a good idea. He tumbled upside down and reached up the tree trunk with his feet. I love you all the way up to my toes, he said. And I love you all the way up to your toes, said Big Nut Brown Hare, swinging him up over his head. I love you as high as I can hop, laughed Little Nut Brown Hare, bouncing up and down. But I love you as high as I can hop, smiled Big Nut Brown Hare, and he hopped so high that his ears touched the branches above. That's good hopping, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I could hop like that. I love you all the way down the lane as far as the river, cried Little Nut Brown Hare. I love you across the river and over the hills, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That's very far, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. He was almost too sleepy to think anymore. Then he looked beyond the thorn bushes, out into the big dark night. Nothing could be farther than the sky. I love you right up to the moon, he said, and closed his eyes. Oh, that's far, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That is very, very far. Big Nut Brown Hare settled Little Nut Brown Hare into his bed of leaves. He leaned over and kissed him good night. Then He lay down close by and whispered with a smile, "I love you right up to the moon and back." The end.
Maybe we can do it from your desk.
I just told you you're on your way to make us live. That's our total right now. Thank you to all our amazing educators. That was an incredible hour of wonderful reading. And if your children are not asleep, we just suggest that you play it again. This is a perfect opportunity to take the night off. We want to thank you guys again for your incredible generosity today. I'll let Keith tell you where we're at right now and where we have to go tomorrow to reach our goal.
So we are almost halfway there. We're at $53,626 as of right now. So please go online, charity.com/ECLC, make your gift, help us get halfway there tonight so that when we come in tomorrow morning, we've only got half to go. I have to tell you, after watching all those amazing teachers read, I think I might have to play those YouTube clips when I go to sleep at night. It was so relaxing. It was such a great way to end the day. And I really want to thank them for the time that they spent, reading those books, reading the stories. I know they loved the thought that your children were going to listen to them while they went to sleep. And I also want to thank our Shabbat team. They did such a fabulous job hosting and emceeing tonight. I also want to thank Michael and Ben Taylor. I loved listening to their jazz. It was great. I had it on in the background and was just enjoying it so much. And I can't wait to make Chef Frenchie's kugel for Rosh Hashanah this year. It looked so easy and so delicious. And I can't believe it could be that easy to make something that yummy.
And we want to apologize for some of the challenges with the classroom pop-ins, with everything else these days. New technology, new things that we're learning, but we promise you at some point you will be able to view your children in action, and we will continue to keep you posted and updated on how that is. And one of the things that got missed because of that is we want to thank our amazing partner here on campus, the Jewish Academy of Orlando, sponsored one of our pop-ins at a very generous donation today, and we can't thank them enough. My 3 children attend the Academy. It's an incredible place for children to learn and grow. And we want to make you aware that when your children graduate from us, it doesn't have to end here. You can stay on our campus and attend the Jewish Academy and continue to receive that incredible experience that you're used to, that you've received here at the ECLC. So thank you so much to the Jewish Academy for your sponsorship and for your partnership.
And that Room 9 video is fixed and back up. That's what the Jewish Academy sponsored. And any of you that have children here and have older children in public schools, if you're concerned about the safety in the public schools, or if you're doing the virtual school at home and it isn't really working, I really encourage you to reach out to the leadership of the Jewish Academy here on campus. Talk to them about what they're offering. I think you'll be really surprised and really pleased at the quality of the education that your child gets there, along with the safety precautions that they put in place. It really is a wonderful place to send your children for their education.
Yeah, I can't agree more. Again, as an educator, there's nothing more I could ask for my 3 children. It's been an incredible experience for them. So thank you to the JAO for what you've given for our children and for all that you can offer to the community.
So with that, I think we're getting ready to sign off. It's been a long and exciting and fun day. And thank you to everybody who made a gift today already. It really matters. Thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors today, and we have more sponsors coming tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, Melissa and I will kick things off again at 9 in the morning, and we've got some classroom visits and all sorts of fun. I also want to throw that special thank you out to Andy Parr and the Parr Foundation for providing us an incredible hot lunch from Toasted today for all the employees here on campus at the JCC and the Federation. I also want to thank Megan Yarmouth from Toasted. Just an amazing place. I encourage you to swing by, pick up lunch, pick up dinner. Andy and the Parr Foundation and Megan and Toasted also provided dinner for all the families of our employees as well tonight. So incredibly generous, incredibly wonderful. And the smiles on the faces of everybody as they were getting their lunch and picking up their dinner truly were priceless. In a time when it's easy to pay attention to what's not so great, it really was one of those times that it was great.
Absolutely. And remember too, please, even if you've already given or if you're not in a position to give, please share with your friends and family the link. I know that a lot of friends and family didn't know that this was happening. And when they found out, they were very grateful to those who informed them that they have an opportunity right now to support an agency that has meant so much to them throughout the years. So please continue to spread the word. Let everybody know that we have another, I can't do the math right now. It's been a long day. We're at 7 o'clock, so 26 hours to hit our goal. And I have no doubt that with the community that surrounds us, we can make that happen. So please make sure to share our link, charity.com/ECLC, and that's charity with a D, with all your friends and family so they can continue to help and support us do what we do.
Thank you all. Have a wonderful night. Stay safe, sleep well, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.
Good night.
Good night.